this is gonna rub some of this. Let me drink some flipping tea. You know you're a mum when all your tea is cold. Every drink I drink that's hot is cold. Does that make any sense? Then you have to reheat it 25 times to the point where there's skin around the cup. Skin. Are you taking the pee out of my life or your life? Which one? So this will be iced tea now. You see? We're gonna get to the video. This is gonna rub some people the wrong way. It's gonna rub a lot of people the wrong way, but this is what I'm here for. I'm here to trigger the public. Oh yes, let's go.
Who won it? Who won it? Which nigga little goon getting stewed with the onion?
Guys, I really, really, really hate dog owners. Yes, I said it. I said it with my chest. My double D breasts. They're not double D. My double D, my C breast. I said it with my chest. I cannot stand dog owners. Yes, it really, really infuriates me when I take my son to the park. Guys, I've got a list of things that annoy me about dog owners. A list. So we're going to run through them. Has everyone got the popcorn and the Earl Grey? Because we're going to be here for a while. I really don't understand when you go to the park with your little one, yeah? This was even before I had a little one. You go to the park with a kid, yeah? Because you need some fresh air. You're going to throw the child out the window if you don't get out the door. So your plan when you go to the park is to have a steady day, you know, without getting attacked by dogs. I don't understand when a dog will run to a child, to you, to anything. And the owner will be like,
And they don't mean any harm. No, they don't bite.
Madam, if your dog doesn't bite, you need to take it to the vet. Let me see its teeth. Let me see its teeth. If I check their mouth and there's no teeth and there's just straight gum, then I'll say that they don't bite. What would you do? That's not what I was supposed to say. I don't understand how you can tell me that dogs don't bite. How do they eat their food? Madam Gazelle, how do they eat their food if they don't bite? Also, how do you know that the dog doesn't mean any harm? I really honestly think that dog owners think that their dogs are humans. How do you know what the dog's going through? They're an animal. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're an animal. A lot of them are trained to protect. And sometimes that means having to bite a child. The other day when I was in the park with my son, yeah, it was already a headache, guys, because I have a toddler that likes to sprint. Can I sprint? No. Do you know why? Because I'm overweight and I can't run. My ankles give way. My freaking Achilles starts to pull. I can't run after a toddler. So I'm already having a hard time. Cool. He gets out the pram. He's just dawdling away, runs off. And I'm like, hey, come back here. He then runs into the grass. There is a dog that's running full speed towards him. Guys, when I tell you my heart nearly dropped out my sleeve. You know, I ran so fast that my bra unclipped. Did you just hear what I said? I'm wearing, obviously, maternity bras. You got to unclip. So the clip here actually, and my whole boob was out. And I was running like that. And I'm sure there was a couple of times where it just my boob smacked me in the face. But I was ready to protect my son. Ran up to the dog now, was ready to fight, was ready to swing arms. And the owner was like,
No, she just likes to play. She doesn't mean any harm.
Are you going to say that? Are you going to say the same thing to me when your dog bites my son's head off? Or when your dog goes to lick my son and then my son gets an infection? Are you going to say the same thing to me? Christabel, are you going to say the same thing to me? You don't know what your dog's up to. You can't read your dog's mind because you're not a dog. Also, you dog owners that call yourselves mums, that right there needs to stop. I was watching a video, yeah, and the person had a dog. And they were just like, oh my God, it's just so hard having a dog. Like, sometimes they feel like a child. I actually need to drink some tea because I'm going to freaking lose it. How can you compare an animal... Why have I got so much makeup on my thumb? How can you compare an animal to a child? As in a baby, a human being, you're comparing it to a dog. Are you taking the piss out of my life? Also, it's an absolute disrespect to people who are actually mothers, who actually go through day-to-day struggles with having a child, and you're comparing it to having a dog. You decided to go and get that dog. You did. You decided to go and get that dog. And I'm sure if you went to freaking see Battersea Dog Home, that's the only dog home I know, and you went and got a dog and then you didn't want the dog, I'm sure you could go and bring it back. You cannot go and bring back a child. I cannot just decide one day, right, that's it, I'm taking my son back to the hospital that he was born in, for them to take him back. That's not how it works, madam. Also, the amount of trials and tribulations, the amount of milestones and development things that these children go through day to day, and us as mothers are just supposed to keep up. We're just supposed to keep up with teething, with tantrums, with school, with everything, with chickenpox. The list goes on of things that we're just supposed to just jump on. We're supposed to be one step ahead. I can't even run after my son, and you want me to be one step ahead of him. I can't. It's a struggle. The amount of washing that I've got to wash for him. And now there's another one. I'm constantly bent down by the washing machine. Are you, as a dog mum, are you constantly washing up? Are you constantly having to think about what's for dinner? Are you constantly having to think about tantrums? Are you constantly have to freaking figure out why you're crying, looking into the sky? We go through stuff, hormonal things that as a mum of a dog, you don't. Stop doing it. Like, I will see it on Mother's Day, like, yeah, I'm a dog mum. No, you're not. You own a dog. You're not her mum. You cannot relate. Like, I have a cat. I don't call myself a cat mum. Nope. That's just my cat. He's a pet. At the end of the day, he's an animal. And when there's a freaking mouse in the house, you'll see Simba turn into an animal. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can't relate. Stop doing it. And if I see one more dog owner tell me that their dog doesn't mean no harm, I swear I'm going to lose it. And then also, I feel like these owners that leave their dog poo on the sides of the street should be fined £1,000. Every piece of poo. So if there's like 4 pieces of poo, you should be charged £4,000 because it's out of order. I've got my fresh trainers on and I've gone and stepped in your dog's feces. I don't think it's okay. Now I'm having to use a stick and baby wipes to clean my shoe. Is that okay? Is that right? You've taken your dog for a walk. They've just done a poo and you said, I'm leaving that. I'm leaving it. What do you mean you're leaving it? It's your dog. See, I can't do that to my son. If my son needed to poo and I just pulled down his pants in the park and just left it, a big brouhaha would break out, wouldn't I? I would be on Sun newspaper. I would be all over the Metro. I'd be all over BBC News. A bad black mother allows her son to urinate and dump in a public park. Can you actually imagine the brouhaha that I'd get? Can we stop doing it? I hate it.
Okay, I'm reloaded.